All right, so today I wanted to go over a quick video on something that I like to do a lot whenever it comes to uh, messing around with uh, custom creations and stuff like that. The This is just a quick tutorial, and a lot of you may already know how to do this, but you may not. So I wanted to kind of go through and show you exactly what I do when I want to get a new attire for a custom character. Now, for example, this Kenny Omega from IconicCaws is the Omega that I like using. This one has a great move set. It's got great like a great look and everything like that. So I like using this one. This one looks the most realistic to me, and that's what I like. However, there is only one attire that comes with this one, and the attire is accurate. I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it's accurate. But I may not like it that much. I mean, there's definitely a lot of like NXT wrestlers or whatever that come up with new gimmicks and stuff like that. And they may have a great call from before, but then somebody creates one with not the best face, but like way better attire. For example, this Kenny Omega from Warning has 4 different attires to choose from. I really like the first attire. I'm gonna go ahead and just take like a rear view. You got different like the pants are better on this one. I think that I like IconicCaws' third look a little bit more than this one, but it doesn't matter. But what I can do is, instead of using this entire character, because I've already, I've messed with the IconicCaws one. It's already in my universe mode, for example, and stuff like that. I can still get these attires, and I don't have to replace the character fully. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is download this one, and I will show you quickly on how I can set that first attire onto the IconicCaws character. All right, so now I have both of those characters downloaded. I already had the IconicCaws downloaded. For some reason, it create custom creations messes up a lot, and it's like, you didn't download this character and stuff like that, but whatever. Going down, as you can see here, I have 2 Kenny Omegas. I have this Kenny Omega, which is the IconicCaws one. The reason I know that is just because of how it looks. And then this is the Warning one. So I want to go ahead and edit the call that I already have, the one that's already in my universe mode, the one that's already, has some stuff going on with them. And we have the attire here. What you want to do is you want to go to, for example, I want to make a secondary attire. Now, what a lot of people think you're supposed to do is go to import attire, but that is incorrect. The reason that is incorrect is because it doesn't always copy over the logos. I haven't really tested it this year, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't copy over the logos. And it also brings over the face textures and anything else, like tattoos and stuff like that. So what you want to do is you want to go to Edit Attire. And once you get into Edit Attire, it should be completely blank. And you want to go ahead and click on Custom Attire again. Or I'll go back. You want to import parts. Then you want to go to Custom Attire. Scroll down to the Kenny Omega that you want to import. And you have to remember which is which. I remember the first one is that green one, so I'm going to go ahead and click Original Ring Attire. I'm going to go ahead and go past the stuff that I don't want to change. So I want to keep IconicCaws' hair and all of the different markings and stuff like that he's done throughout the character. And you want to just go ahead and import everything. Import everything that was already selected. I'm not going to choose that body tattoo. These two, I'm pretty sure, I don't know what these are. See if I can see anything on like the pants or whatever. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure these are tattoos. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave them. And if they're not tattoos, they're probably supposed to go with that body torso. Movable scars I do not need. I do not need this fake beard. I don't need anything else. So boom, we have now imported that attire as the secondary attire. And it is totally fine. Then you go ahead and just accept that. And as you can see, I now have IconicCaws, or not IconicCaws, I have Warnings attire on Kenny Omega. Let's say that you already have 2 attires for somebody and you want to replace it. This one's also pretty easy, but it is kind of annoying because if you try to import parts from something else, so let's go ahead and try to do, I don't remember what the 4th one was, but I think I liked it. sometimes it'll have different stuff. So for example, this one doesn't have the wristbands. Actually, it does have the wristbands, but let's say it didn't have wristbands. And oh my gosh, do you see what happened to that hair? Oh, was this the same one? No, this one's different. This one's a what's it called? This one's a Sega, like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna choose all of those, and boom, we're done. But let's say that for some reason there's like parts on here that don't get replaced. So, for example, I'm going to go ahead and edit him really quick. So let's say that Kenny Omega rocks something like this, but you want to get an attire that he doesn't rock that in. So, for example, we come over here and we're going to go ahead and choose that Sega attire. We're going to go through and we're going to choose all of the stuff that is there. Oh, I actually see an item that isn't a part of it. So this will be very easy to show. Boom, we've got it updated. However, he still has the jacket on, and he also still has that belt on. I don't want that belt for this attire because it's not accurate according to warning. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead back to the clothing tab, and you want to just go and delete everything. So he's got nothing on his head, his upper body. He's got this top. He's got the wrist arms. This also helps save a lot of like images. For example, last year CM Punk had so many different created characters and so many different looks that it was fun to like update him throughout the year. However, a lot of issues with importing parts is sometimes parts would stay and then you would reach your parts limit because CM Punk has so many tattoos. And kind of annoying, but we're going to go over to that Kenny Omega. I've already removed everything. So once I do this, bring in those tights, bring in those knee pads, bring in those boots, bring in those arms. And we have now replaced the attire for the first one, I should say. And now that is exactly what Warning has made in comparison to what IconicCaws has made. Nothing else has changed. It hasn't changed the face or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I mean by importing the attire fully, because this is not what you really want to do. So on this fourth ring attire, let's say we want to import the what's it called? We want to import that fourth. We're going to do all parts. You can do clothing parts, and then you do this, and then we're going to do the green one. Oh, it does let you choose, but sometimes this gets messed up. You know what? That actually works too. Well, pretty much all you want to do is you want to make sure you don't select any of the things you don't want to change. So, for example, if I put this hair on it, I don't even think that's different hair. But using a different character might have been able to show you guys a little bit more. But you want to make sure that you just import the clothing and not anything else, because if I import this body tattoo, that is a completely different look from Kenny Omega. This is what IconicCaws has. This is what Warning has. And I want to keep what IconicCaws has. Yeah, there's a lot you can do to mess around with different attires and stuff like that. If you guys have any questions like before, go ahead, let me know. I'm actually going to go ahead and create something a little bit fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy over this attire. I really like this Sega one. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Bring this attire back. This is the IconicCaws one. I like that Sega one. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to go pull up warnings. We're going to get this Sega attire. But I do like the belt with IconicCaws. I don't know if he actually wore that belt or not, but if he did, if he didn't, it doesn't matter. I like that. I like that full look. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And then I'm going to just copy and paste into my second slot. And boom, I have now overridden that attire fully. And I have kind of created my own by adding on the belt to this one, but I think it looks pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but I think that the belt kind of adds on. He probably didn't wear the belt with this attire in the real look, but I think it looks pretty good. We're using IconicCaws information and the chest texture and everything like that, but we're using Warning's attire. And yeah, that's how you do that. If you guys have any questions about anything about attires and stuff like that, let me know. Obviously, there's a lot of created characters or a lot of edited regular roster people with like different things. So, for example, Bradshaw, there's probably one on the thing that is his real character, but it has hair. I know Batista may have one. A lot of things like that should work totally fine, being able to just import the specific parts for those attires. But if you do have any questions or anything going wrong, let me know. I will do my best to help you out. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Bye bye.